Hi folks, how you doing? Russell True Results 303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box, Mind, Body, Spirit, Fitness. Put in the healing back in health. Check out the website, get your free downloads. Got all the videos separated by category, so you can just collect a category. Get the videos there. Don't forget to follow my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Podcast is out there as well. All that good stuff there for you to join the community. Coming at you today with a video of a false utopian society, right? And I think that's kind of the direction, unfortunately, right now the world is trying to go. And what made me think about this is I heard something the other week on the radio where some rich person, I don't know, I think it might have been Bill Gates, said that eventually we'll have a society where everybody will be able to make a living wage, put that in quotations, living wage, and whether they work or not. And so it made me start to think, like, how could you actually have this utopian society to where everybody could make a living wage and not have to work? Because eventually nobody's going to work, right? Because why would you work for $40,000 a year if the government's just going to give you $40,000 a year, right? And I heard them discussing this on the radio, and they were saying, well, maybe they would create tiers to where, oh, well, if you earn 30, you only get 10. If you earn over 40, you get nothing, whatever the case may be. Or, if you earn $75,000 a year, you'll get 25. If you make $100,000 a year, you only get 5,000, whatever the case may be. And then the guy said, well, that makes it too difficult, right? Because now we actually have to regulate it, which is what you don't want to do. So I think the ultimate goal of this so-called utopian society would be nobody works, here's $40,000. And I heard it said best to where, when you purchase things, you purchase a car, you purchase your iPhone, you purchase your Samsung Galaxy, you purchase your TV, whatever it is, they put enough options in it to where you're like, yeah, that's a really cool thing, but it never really has all the options you want, right? There's always something new. They're never going to create the ultimate phone. That would be the equivalent of they're never going to create a tire that will never wear, right? Because then you don't need tires anymore. So they're never going to create the ultimate phone because you're never going to need another phone. So I think this is the ultimate lie of this utopian society that they're trying to feed us. Because if you think about it, that would mean that, and in reality, this is kind of a conspiracy theory of my own, this is what the elites want, right? This is what that 1% inside of the 1% want. Because that would mean that these people are making so much money at the top, whoever these people are. I've heard somebody talk about the 4 kings once. Whoever these 4 kings are, or these 9 bloodlines or 12 bloodlines, whatever it is, whatever these 1% of the 1% of the 1%, the cream of the crop, the people that own a majority of the wealth, this is what they want. Because what this means is that most likely robots are doing all the work at that time, all this other stuff's going on, so they're not really paying for anything. They're just paying for the production of like the cotton and the things like that, which robots are doing anyways, right? So what it would mean is these people are making so much money that giving you, me, us $40,000 a year is only a portion of the interest that they make on their money, right? I think that's how these wealthy people in general live. That's how they continue to obtain more and more wealth, because you can live off of part of the interest of this money. So I was looking it up. I did the math. If you're worth $1 billion and you get 0.8% interest, that's not even 1%. 0.8% interest on $1 billion is $8 million a year, right? So $1 billion at 0.8 interest, less than 1% a year, is $8 million. So if you can live your lifestyle on $1 million a year, that means every year, no matter what, you're making $7 million and you don't have to do anything. And that's what these people would be doing. These super elites would be making so much interest off of the money that they have already that they're going to be like, yeah, we can afford to give everybody $30,000 a year. And in reality, they're just giving you enough to satisfy you, to never want to become better, to be better, to change the world, and to do things that are going to have a positive impact. So I think we've got to beware of what this utopian society is that they're trying to give us. And in my opinion, this still might be that utopian society that I just thought about this when I was driving home today. Possibly the utopian society where in the Bible in Revelations it says something about, there will be 1,000 years of, ecstasy. I wish I would have looked up the Bible verse, but there'll be like that 1 or 10,000 years of, peace on earth or something. And that's because it's a false peace, right? It's that false peace of, I don't really have to do anything. I think it's going to be like that movie. It'll end up being like that movie, what is that, Wall-E, where everybody's fat and we're just rolling around in our little, electronic chairs because everybody's fat and out of shape because we don't do anything. But once again, I think it's that false sense of that utopian society. And we got to be aware of what they're trying to feed us, right? Because that's not a utopian society, right? That utopian society is within yourself in a sense. And I don't want to get too off track because I am, Christian Catholic. But I think that utopian society is within yourself to where you're going to a job you love and you enjoy, right? And you're using your gifts and your talents that God has given you to make this world a better place. And everybody else does at the same time. And when everybody else does at the same time, right, you don't have that grumpy guy next to you that doesn't want to go to work, or this person that doesn't have that fancy car or this or that. We walk around in a state of complete happiness at all times. And usually it's not things being given to you, it's fulfilling your purpose and your mission on this earth. So there you go. Don't fall victim to this utopian society that they're trying to feed us. I think this is a lie that the 1% of the 1% truly want, those elite want, right? They want to live, and they want you and me to live a mediocre, below mediocre life so they can have it all. And they're just greedy as heck, right? So once again, I hope this helps. Hope it gives you something to think about. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to follow on social media. Share and like these videos.